Good morning, friends. In today's class, we are going to see about DC machines. What is DC machine? A DC machine is an electromechanical energy conversion device. So it will either convert electrical energy to mechanical energy or mechanical energy to electrical energy. There are two types of DC machines. First one is DC motor, which converts the electrical power into mechanical power. So in case of DC generator, which will convert the mechanical energy to the electrical energy. So while considering the types of DC generators, we are going for series generator and shunt generator. Similarly, we are coming for the types of the DC motor. There are two types. One is series motor and shunt motor. DC machines are the types of electrical machines that uses DC current in the case of DC motors and generates DC voltage in the case of DC generator. DC motor transforms electrical power into mechanical power and the generator converts the mechanical power into electrical. So here the constant speed of the DC machines providing the capability. So in the DC generator, there is no need of special production and circuitry for the generator. But in the case of DC motor, it needs a special structure that can provide a resistance to a dust, fire and some other related effects. As we are familiar with common use of DC battery that used only for some limited application where less amount of energy is required, but such applications where a large amount of DC power is needed. DC machine is the best replacement of the battery. So, this is the general diagram of DC machine. Here it shows the DC motor and DC generator. Now let us see the constructions of the DC machine. So the DC machine consists of various parts like rotor, stator, windings, then commutator, armature, conductor, field pole shoe. So in this video we are going to see detailed description of each and every parts. DC machine yoke. So DC machine yoke is the outer cover or it is called frame of the DC machine. So the function of the yoke is to provide protection to the internal circuitry of the machine from the outer environment, temperature and moisture and some other factors. Usually this yoke is constructed with the cast steel and cast. So the next part is pole core. So the pole is nothing but electromagnet. So the winding on the electromagnet is called the field winding. The input provided at the stator connected with the field winding generated the flux at the stator and make the poles electromagnet. These poles are constructed with cast steel and cast iron. So the next is DC machine field winding. So these windings are wounded at the starting part of the machines and the poles at the stator. These windings are constructed with copper. The current provided at this winding generates the flux and makes the pole electromagnet. So whenever the EMF is induced through this winding only, we will get the EMF. So the next is armature core. So the large number of slots and armature windings are located in these slots. It has less reluctance path for the interaction of stator flux with the armature winding. This core is constructed with the less reluctance material like cast iron. Lamination of different substances is used to reduce the eddy current loss here. So the windings wound on the rotor if the DC machine is known as the armature winding. When the rotor rotates, due to the flux linking of the stator, the voltage induced in this part of the machines. These windings are constructed with copper like stator winding. So the next is commutator. It is a very important part. The commutator is to transmit the current from the armature winding to the load. So this commutator will act as a mechanical rectifier. So it will convert DC power to the AC. So the next is carbon brushes. These brushes are connected with the commutator and get the current from the commutator and provides to the load. This these are the constructed with carbon and their main function is to reduce the sparking at the load and machine connection. The working principle of DC machine. So any type of electrical machines, either AC or DC, works on the phenomena of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. This law states that if any conductor through which current is passing is placed in the magnetic field, a force acts on this conductor. Due to that, it rotates in the field. The direction of rotation of this conductor in the field can be found by using very famous left-hand rule of Fleming. The Faraday's law also states that if we put any conductive loop in the field, the voltage will induce in that conductive device. The direction of induced voltage can be found by the right-hand rule. So the EMF induced across the winding is equal to rate of change of flux. Thank you.